Not that long ago. What was your reaction when this fight with Vanderford was offered to you?
I was excited, man. I talked about this fight before to my managers, and when we heard somebody was injured and they needed a fill-in spot, they called me right away and they said, "Hey, were you serious about that fight?" And I said, "Yeah, for sure." And they said, "Well, things are in the works," and here we are, just a few days later. So I'm pretty pumped.
There are two Canadians on this card, you and Josh Hill. Can you feel it as well, Aaron, that it's going to be a big night for your country?
For sure, yeah. And Josh Hill's one of my buddies. We trained together a bunch over the last few years. So yeah, I'm pumped for both of us.
What did you think when you watched Austin's last fight against the former champion Gegard Mousasi? Because he came out wild and aggressive from the start, and it ultimately cost him. Do you think he will do something like that on Friday as well?
I'm sure he's worked on some of his mistakes and doesn't want to do that again. But yeah, he's an aggressive guy. He comes out strong. He throws heavy. He shoots his takedowns fast. So yeah, I definitely expect a strong start from him.
Cannot wait to see you perform again. Good luck on fight night, sir.
Thank you, man.
Tyler?
Hey, how you doing, Aaron? So with dealing with such an elite wrestler like Vanderford, how do you have you brought in anybody kind of similar to his style to try to get his pace down?
Well, I only had like 8 days notice for this fight, so there wasn't a whole lot of bringing anyone in or anything like that. But no, I train at a gym with like some of the top wrestlers in Canada. Brock University is the school where a bunch of the wrestlers were from. They've been the #1 team in Canada for like 8 years. I got a bunch of guys in my weight class. There's a heavyweight that I work with. So I have strong wrestlers that I work with week after week all through the years. So I feel prepared for this for sure.
And with a win over Austin, this will put you really right into the mix of that top 10 in this division. So what are your thoughts on kind of how this will place you?
Yeah, I don't know how that works out. Rankings are kind of subjective always, right? So I don't know if I beat him, am I #2 right away, or do they just kind of slot me somewhere in? Like, do I become #5 or #6 and he's behind me? I don't know. I just got to win this fight, and then I guess we'll find out.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
Raul?
What's up, Aaron? So in an earlier interview, you said skill set, you think you match up very well with Austin. Can I just get maybe why you feel this way?
Yeah, like I just said earlier, I train with the top wrestlers in my country. I think my defensive wrestling is like one of my strongest parts of my skill set. I think I got the gas tank to match his, the physicality. Yeah, I just think I can kind of beat him in the places where he wants to beat me. And I think I maybe have a couple advantages over him in like clinch and striking.
Yeah, and you just touched on it. You found out about this fight with 8 days to prepare. In a perfect world, do you wish you were getting more time to prepare for this fight and this matchup?
Honestly, not really. I don't think it matters a whole lot. Like I said, I'm training with wrestlers all the time, so it's kind of the perfect fight for me. If it was like a specialist striker, that's a different story because I don't train with those types of guys too often. But no, like a lot of the guys I train with, I spar with, are shooting at my hips all the time. So this is a good fight for me for short notice.
And last one for me, I've been seeing that you've been enjoying South Dakota with Mr. Hill. How hard is it seeing all this food and not being able to eat it? I know a server at a restaurant was very disappointed in your order. Maybe you want to talk about that?
Oh, dude, it was funny. So, yeah, we're at the restaurant. My coach orders like a salad, but it's a meal. So it was kind of a reasonable order. But we're at like an Irish pub. So he probably wants us to eat like bangers and mash or steak and potatoes or something. Josh Hill orders a chicken breast and a side of steamed vegetables. And then I just ordered a side salad, and the guy starts kind of shaking his head. He's like, okay, what do you want for dressing? I'm like, can you just give me like olive oil on the side? And he goes, olive oil on the side. Okay. And he walks away. And yeah, I don't think he was too thrilled with any of us. He probably wanted us to drink and give him a bigger tip or something.
My man, thank you. Good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
Mills?
Hey, how's it going, Aaron? It's MMA Locker Room, part of Puff Sports Radio.
Hey, man.
How's it going, man? Hey, so yeah, what's the main thing that you would give some advice to the fighters out there to always be ready for the opportunity, given that you just got this opportunity within the last 8 days? Because, you know, you got some people out there, they don't live in the gym, but being a true mixed martial artist is it's always about being ready when you get that opportunity, right?
For sure, man. Yeah, I mean, you gotta stay ready all the time. Like, you can't be in training camp mode year round. You got to take some breaks and let the body rest a little bit. But I mean, you don't want to be out of the gym for weeks and weeks at a time and putting on 30 pounds and getting drunk and being lazy in between fights, because then these opportunity comes up and guys can't take it, right? Like, they can't make the weight or they just don't feel prepared for the fight. Yeah, man, like it's your profession. So you got to be a professional and do it year round.
Got it. Yeah, especially, man, coming off your last fight too, getting that finish, you know, definitely turned some heads in there. Had some money on you in that fight as well. But this fight, I actually think, you know, your opportunities are going to, you know, give you actually the same opportunities that got Gegard Mousasi, the opportunities to put him out night, sleep. Any predictions for us to come up this Friday? Because I'm actually putting money on you, and I'm thinking you're going to win inside the distance.
I would love to put him out night, sleep.
Dylan Boker.
Hey there, Aaron. I appreciate you making some time.
Of course.
I'm just curious because, like, I know how much, like, family and, like, just imparting that pride towards them through your pursuits is so important to you. Is any family going to be checking out this one? I know your brother was cage side for the debut, but maybe not because of the short notice.
Yeah, no, they won't be here. My girlfriend's here with me. She's at all my fights, so that's super important. But no, my family actually just traveled down to visit me. They live like 17 hours north, and they're all at my mom's place right now. So they won't be here for this, but it's going to be nice because after the fight, I'll be able to take a bit of time off and spend some time with them, which I don't get to do too often.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wondering, like, just the corner dynamics for this one. Are we expecting Chris Prickett and Lyndon Whitlock to be cornering you for this one too?
Yep, those are the two.
Awesome. And then just lastly for me, because I noticed you shared a clip a little bit ago that kind of illustrated in multiple fights you've gotten very similar finishes as compared to the last one there. Do you feel like that's just a testament to your work ethic and how much time you put into this, or is it just circumstance? You saw the opening in multiple fights.
I think a little bit of both. Like I said, I'm always training hard year round. I'm always ready. I think that's kind of my style. Like I said, my defensive wrestling is good. My clinch work is good. And yeah, I would love to do that again in this fight. Kind of stuff some shots, beat him up on the wall, and get a finish there.
Dylan Rush.
Hey, Jay. I'm wondering, was there any hesitation when you got this call? Any slight hesitation?
No, not on my end at all. I checked in with my coaches to make sure they liked the fight. They were both all for it. And yeah, we said yes probably within 10 or 20 minutes of the offer.
And is there any added pressure or is there any less pressure in a short notice fight, or are all fights the same?
That's a good question. I don't know. There's definitely more pressure just because of who it is. Maybe then kind of a little bit less just because maybe like I'm expected to lose if it's short notice or something and he's ranked and I'm not. But no, all fights kind of feel the same once you're in there.
And then lastly, what would this win do for you and your career here in Bellator?
I think it's going to do a lot, man. I think it will definitely put my name on the map. I think it's going to put me in the rankings and just kind of get more eyes on me, more attention, maybe even more money in my pocket.
Thank you, man. Good luck.